Place your bet on a vet, the three-man threat. What you see is what you get. Coming around the corner with my uptown punch. I bet your bottom dollar that your bottom buck chumps. Give it up, it's a juice thing. I'm stepping for the wreck bit, wrecking on the resting. Testing on who's stepping. Ain't no bluff, but it for the rugged rough stuff. If you're tough, knuckle up. My class, then you by the trash. After I laugh, then I'll dash. You can't handle the scandal of an uptown vandal. Shooting up your toes, making sandals. Somebody told me that you're old, but can't nobody hold me. I do my dirt all on my loan.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Justin Steele.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Ready to go now? Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Fastball for a strike, and this one is off and running. Shortened a bunt and missed it, and the count is 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
You know, it didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. Gone, and to the deepest part of the park. 3rd home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
1 out, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Inside just missed. Steele, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Inside, and the count's full. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Tyler O'Neill in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. O'Neill working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
He goes down looking. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Everything they want, but they won't do. These days, people say a lot of things.
Back here at Wrigley Field, starting on the mound in this one, Kyle Bradish.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's gone. Home run. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His 58th home run of the season. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. He throws a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
So up now for Chicago, Cody Sullivan. A big part of the game yesterday afternoon as he knocked in 6. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
To the right side. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And this is a dangerous group, Chris. Top to bottom loaded with players who can barrel up the baseball. A lot of high exit velocities, and that all results in a club that's leading the league in slugging percentage right now.
And Boog, that means the pitcher's got to be ready from the very first pitch of each and every at bat, because these hitters, they're ready to jump all over you, and they've got the swing speed, the velocity through the zone. However you...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is off the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's there at third with a triple. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Tucker. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Happ comes around and he scores. It's 2-1. Cut off, throw to second, and he's in there as they jump ahead. A run scores. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Dansby Swanson stands in. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And it's through for a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Wastes no time there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Ripped on a line. Mullins makes the play. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 3-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Ripped to short. Off balance throw in time. And that is the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 3 and the Orioles 1. On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton. Here's Adley Rutschman. Steele back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Good power, not great in the OBP department. In there for strike 1. Laureano launched a homer in his most recent game. High chopper to third. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Man at first, and stepping in is the speedy Jorge Mateo. Swinging a foul straight back. That's too low. And that is ball 1.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Jordan Westburg now at the plate. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Westburg, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. And he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Cubs 3 and the Orioles 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nico Horner.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
First pitch misses. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
Throw comes in, runner stops, second and third, nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
So the lineup flips over. Here's some real power at the plate. Kelly Sullivan. Golden opportunity right here. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One run's in. The second run scores. It's 5-1.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
No outs, runner at first. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cody Sullivan. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A two-run homer. That's his fifth homer of the series. And they add a pair. It's 7-1. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Bradish done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Charlie Morton gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ian Happ up to hit. He tripled and scored his first time. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, man aboard, Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Just missed.
Inside.
And there's a ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And the righty deals. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Coming home. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that drops in for a strike. Grounder might be 2. The flip, there's 1.
He's out.
And a run scores on the double play. And here is Michael Busch.
The first baseman, Michael
That one ripped. Back there. And it hits the fence. And into second easily with a 2-out double. That makes it 44 games in a row with a hit. He's tied the National League record.
This league's been around for well over 100 years, Boog, and this isn't a record you just stumble into. It's one of the most incredible achievements.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-1. So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. And that extends the inning.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Out, and thank goodness the inning is at last over. But 2 round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jordan Westberg.
And there's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Sullivan makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins, led off the game with a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two down, nobody on. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Ryan Mountcastle, and it gets down, base hit. Mullins round second, heads for third. Coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Orioles 1. Here it Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Kelly Sullivan. Ground ball left side. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, the catcher, Cody Sullivan.
And next for the Cubs, Cody Sullivan. He's already homered here in this one. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. He's in there. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Right side. Cowser makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 11-1. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's all for Charlie Morton. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Albert Suarez.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Now a screamer into the outfield, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. And he's got his second double of the game.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 43rd home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 13-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The designated hitter, number 4, Pete.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch just misses. Trying to bunt his way on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
First and second, 2 down. Nico Horner will hit next. He's 2 for 2. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home. And he boots it. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they extend their lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Albert Suarez gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. The left-hander on now, Cionel Perez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough.
Brings it in for the third out. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 3 innings complete. Cubs lead it 15-1. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Henderson.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tucker makes the grab, one away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's back there. Out of here. His 16th homer of the year. It's 15-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now it's going to be Adley Rutschman.
0-1's the count.
Here comes the 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Bush. Rutschman retired.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Ramon.
2 down, bases empty.
Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's in there.
0-1. Oh, 1.
That one finds the corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 15-3.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. And a strike in there. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Tucker makes the catch, inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And midway in the 4th, you're dialed into the show. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the switch inning power threat, Kelly Sullivan. Sullivan went off for 2 homers in his last game. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's on at first.
Now batting, the catcher.
So a man at
Cody
first. Cody Sullivan, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. O'Neill going back on it. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
The left
open
fielder,
instead of
number
staying
8,
closed.
Ian.
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And the batter now, Ian Happ. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
And that is downstairs. Ball one. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's ripped. Base hit. Coming home. He will score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and singled. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Happ stands at first with one out. Hammered, base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting.
One away,
the
runners at
shortstop,
second and third.
Dansby.
And up next for Chicago,
Swanson.
Dansby Swanson. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Second and third here, one away. Here's a rocket out to left. O'Neill snags it. Both runners tagging. In comes the runner from third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
First baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That's hard hit in the line. That's a base hit. Run scores.
I feel like I've seen more balls, and this is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times, just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard. It jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're headed to the 5th. The Cubs are on top 18-3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Westberg.
Steele back to work. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at first with no outs here. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Mullins batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1.
And that is out of play. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Westberg, the base runner at first with 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back safely.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Put your hands up, hands up. You single and ain't looking for no man. Got your own, ain't gotta run a stand. Give me a chance. I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand. VIP, I'm cooling like a fan. I ain't here for problems, not again.
Now pitching for
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and
Number
taking over on the
45.
mound, Keegan Aiken.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
So digging in,
Leading
Nico
off for
Horner.
the Cubs.
3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Horner.
Line drive. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
Another big game. He's
Now
looking
batting,
pretty much
the third
unstoppable
baseman.
at the plate.
Yay.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
On the ground to third. Fired to second. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
for the
That was a
Cubs.
thing of beauty from start
The
to
center
finish.
fielder, Kelly Sullivan.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Kelly Sullivan. He's a guy who does it all. And that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The Cubs up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and that'll do it.
Let me work, 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 work. I put in work, 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 work. Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. Let me work, 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 work.
Welcome back as we
Leading
take
off
a
for
look
the
at how
Orioles,
today's
the
starting
shortstop,
pitchers have fared so
Gunnar
far.
Henderson.
Swing called strike. And that's strike one. That one lifted to left. Happ makes the grab, one down.
The left fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Adley Rutschman digs in now. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs lead this one 18-3. Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late.
Cody Sullivan.
Line drive, caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty.
Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. On the ground. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.